ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। I welcome everybody to the 9th day, the culmination of our program Harmony. I also take this opportunity to welcome everybody to Vrindavan Forest, Govardhan Eco Village. The topic for today's discussion is Lord Ram in Vrindavan Forest. So in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a description of the 7 different dvipas. One of the dweep is Jambu Dweep. In every Varsha of Jambu Dweep, there is a different incarnation of the Lord. In this particular Varsha called the Kim Purusha Varsha, Lord Ram descends along with his 3 brothers Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughna and Mother Sita. He also descends with his eternal devotee Hanumanji. So the inhabitants of this Varsha are spontaneously engaged in devotional service. They are called Kinnaras. So Hanumanji, although he looks like a monkey, he is a Kinnara. A Kinnara is like a Devta, like a Gandharva, like a Vidyadhara. So Hanumanji, although like Kinnara means, sometimes we feel Kinnara, we are confused that is he a monkey or is he a human being? So Hanumanji is a Kinnara, a Devta. Hanumanji, along with the king of the inhabitants of Kim Purusha Varsha, Arti Sen, are eternally listening to the glories of Sri Ram. The Gandharvas are melodiously singing and glorifying Lord Ram. Hanumanji himself is Swayam Cheda Gayanti, singing the glories of Lord Ram, listening to the glories of Lord Ram and doing katha of Lord Sri Ram. So like how Lord Krishna and Radharani had beautiful pastimes in the forest of Vrindavan, we see that during the 14 years of exile, Lord Ram and Sita also have many beautiful pastimes. In the lovely forest of Panchavati, Lord Ram and Sita were performing many beautiful pastimes. The 14 years away from home had really been a benediction for their blossoming friendship. Lord Ram was giving so much love and attention to Mother Sita that Mother Sita was thanking destiny a countless times for this beautiful time in seclusion with Lord Ram. All inconveniences had disappeared and Mother Sita was feeling a blessing of the destiny. In the beautiful forest of Dandakaranya, Mother Sita was living on the banks of the Godavari river. Here she had learned to live by the ways of the forest. So we see that she was spending countless hours just seeing the beautiful frisking of the butterflies. She was observing the butterflies, she was following the butterflies and her days were passing. In Govardhan Eco Village, while doing the Govardhan Parikrama, while going to see the darshan of the beautiful form of Madan Mohan in the retreat center areas for the pleasure of the guests, we have so many plants which attract the butterflies. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj takes great joy and delight to show these beautiful butterflies to all the guests, and the guests are also so happy just by seeing the beautiful butterflies while wandering in the Vrindavan forest. Also, it is said the place, the forest is at its best when you see that there is the butterflies, the ecological balance is right. Mother Sita had learnt many things in the forest. She had learnt from her friends who had become the bears that they would teach her. She would follow the bears in the forest and they would teach her how to recognize the best plants, the best barks which would come to her use, how to recognize the succulent berries and the fruits which would give her juicy fruits. Sita had learnt how to extract honeycombs without disturbing the honeys. She learned how after the tigers had finished milking their cubs, how to milk the tigers tirelessly. The bears had become her friends and she would follow the bears everywhere in the forest, and the bears would teach her how to recognize the proper plants and the barks, how to see which fruits and berries are most juiceful. So Sita was having a beautiful time where she was learning from the animals, the plants. She would spend countless number of hours just observing the different patterns of the migrating birds, the different patterns of the fishes. This would help Mother Sita in recognizing when there would be a change in the season. Mother Sita also would use dried pumpkin shells to store water. She would get great joy and delight when Lord Ram and Lakshman, at her just a gesture of being thirsty, would sprout water from the earth. All the inconveniences of Mother Sita of staying in the forest had disappeared. She was so happy in the shelter of Lord Ram and Lakshman always being there to support her and to help her and to serve her. So how Krishna and Radha had different pastimes in the Vrindavan forest on the banks of the Yamuna. Similarly, we will see one of the pastimes of Lord Ram and Sita in the Dandakaranya forest on the banks of the Godavari. One day Lord Ram was in a very nice mood and he tells Sita, okay, let's have a competition. Mother Sita was so taken aback by hearing the word competition. She was feeling the Lord who did not want to compete for the throne, what kind of competition does he want to have with me? So then she inquires from Lord Ram, oh my beloved Lord, please tell me what competition we should have. And Lord Ram says, we will have a swimming competition on the Godavari. So Sita is delighted and Lakshman is also hearing carefully. Mother Sita says, Lord Ram, what are the rules of the games? And Lord Ram lays the rules of the games. He tells Mother Sita that Lakshman will stand at this point on the bank of the Godavari. He will be our starting point. We have to go to the other bank of the Godavari and come back to Lakshman. Lakshman will be our starting and ending point and Lakshman will also be our referee. Mother Sita is very enthused and Lord Ram is so happy by seeing that Mother Sita was so blissful. Then both of them exchange smiles at each other and look at each other with a competitive glance. Then Lakshman, says start, and Mother Sita and Lord Ram are starting swimming. Mother Sita with her delicate arms, trying to swim and go across the Godavari, while Lord Ram had already reached the other shore. When Lord Ram is on the other shore and turns back and he's seeing Sita, she's still struggling to come halfway through the Godavari. So Lord Ram goes to the other side of the Godavari and when he turns back, he sees Mother Sita is still delicately coming pace by pace, towards Lord Ram, and she's so tired and she's already, perspiring and she's trying her best to reach the other shore. So Lord Ram thinks that what is the use of me going all the way back and winning if Sita is going to lose. So Lord Ram takes a deep breath and goes under the water of the Godavaris and he hides there. Then Sita somehow struggles, reaches the other end of the Godavari and she is swimming back. Once she is half crossed and she almost reaches Lakshman, Lord Ram erupts from the river, and then he is trying to come step by step towards Mother Sita. Mother Sita is so amazed that she's won, and she's so happy that she's giggling. She's giggling seeing Lord Ram. And Lord Ram is trying and trying, and then he finally reaches Mother Sita. Mother Sita's giggling turns into laughter. She's laughing so much, and when Lord Ram comes nearer to her, her laughter is just bursting and her stomach is paining by laughing so much. And then she comes close to her beloved Lord, and just by her presence and by her looks and her gestures, she says that, oh, how I won the competition. Lakshman is watching all this and in his heart glorifying Lord Ram, that see my beloved Lord, how he gets pleasure by making his devotees happy. So this is a beautiful pastime of Lord Ram and Mother Sita on the banks of the Godavari, as in Krishna and Radha's pastimes in Vrindavan forest on the banks of the Yamuna. Shri Krishna is performing many beautiful pastimes in the Madhurya Ras and the Gocharan Leela in the forest of Kamyavan in Vrindavan. One of the pastimes is Krishna spending his time with Radharani and the gopis and the cowherd boys. Suddenly the gopis ask Krishna, "We are very eager to know and see and hear about your form as Lord Ram." And Krishna says, "What? My form as Ram? What are you talking? I don't know about this." And the gopis say, "Oh, you must tell us, please tell us about Lord Ram." And Krishna says, "Why are you making fun of me? I have no idea what you are talking about. I am a simple cowherd boy. I don't know who is Lord Ram." After seeing that, Krishna is not responding to the gopis, Radharani gets into the picture, and Radharani tells, "Please, my dear Lord, please let us know. We want to hear about your form as Lord Ram." And Krishna says, "Oh, my dear Radha, please believe me. I really do not know about the Lord form." So the cowherd boys, the gopis, Radharani knew how to trick Krishna and get him to do what they wanted. So Radharani says, "If you do not tell me who about your form as Lord Ram, we will immediately, you will have to leave from here, and we will stop talking to you." So Krishna would get so scared by this sentence if the gopis or Radharani or the cowherd boys used to tell. There's a similar instant where Mother Yashoda would call Krishna and Balram, "Please come home, Krishna. Nanda Maharaj is waiting for you. It is lunch time." And Krishna would say, "Oh, my dear cowherd boys, I have to go. My beloved mother is calling me." And the cowherd boys, out of their genuine love and affection for Krishna, they wouldn't like Krishna going. So they would say, "Oh, no, no, no. If you leave the game and go right now, we will never play with you." And Krishna would get so scared by this sentence that he would say, "Oh," he would just forget what his mother had said, and he would start playing with the cowherd boys. Krishna didn't mind losing, but he could not bear the separation from all these beloved devotees of his. So as soon as Radharani makes this sentence, Krishna says, "Oh Radha, oh gopis, please close your eyes." So all the gopis and Radharani, they gather on one side and they close their eyes. And Krishna, from the bluish blackish complexion, turns into the green complexion of Lord Ram. His flute changes into the bow and arrow. All the cowherd boys become monkeys and Balram becomes Lakshman. Then he tells the gopis and Radharani, "Please open your eyes." When they open their eyes, they see beloved Krishna. He has changed into a green complexion. He has a bow and arrow. He sees, his brother Balram has become Lakshman, and there are so many monkeys. And then Krishna does this whole fast track drama for them of Ramayana. And Lord Ram goes and he establishes the Shivalinga and they make Rameshwaram. All the monkeys are going here and there and getting big and small stones and making the bridge to go to Lanka. And then Hanuman, Lord Ram, Lakshman, all of them walk across the bridge made by stones, and then they reach the other side of Lanka, and there one demon appears and says, "Ha ha ha ha, I have come to kill you." And Lord Ram, by just his one arrow, kills Ravana, and all the monkeys and everybody shouting, "Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram." And the gopis are so enthused and everybody shouting, "Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram." This way, then Krishna tells the gopis and Radharani, oh, please close your eyes now. As soon as they close their eyes, then Krishna, Lord Ram changes into Krishna, Lakshman changes into Balram, and all the monkeys change to cowherd boys. So this way there are many beautiful pastimes. So this way Krishna shows and fulfills the desire of the beloved gopis and Srimati Radharani. There is a beautiful story of a weaver pastime with Lord Ram. When Lord Ram returns from the 14 years of exile and he is being coronated the king and there is a Rajyabhishek, there is a weaver who makes beautiful garments for the Lord. When the weaver comes in front of Lord Ram understands his heart and he says, when I come as Krishna, I will fulfill your desire. During the time of Lord Krishna, Krishna and Balram are returning from Mathura and the weaver comes there with these beautiful garments and with so much eagerness in his heart to offer these garments and to dress the Lord. So Lord Krishna fulfills his desire as promised. He lets the weaver dress him and the weaver is so happy. Understanding the desire and fulfilling the desire of the weaver, Lord Krishna gives this weaver Swarupya Mukti, the same form as the Lord. So there is a Nitya Leela going on, and Krishna is so many times, he tells of his incarnation as Lord Ram. Sometimes the cowherd boys, just to entertain them, he becomes Lord Ram and he shows the whole pastimes. Sometimes he coaxes to the gopis that how he was Lord Ram and he killed this giant demon Ravana. Another time, Radharani is asking him of his pastimes and he's telling these beautiful pastimes of how he was Lord Ram and Balram was Lakshman and all these cowherd boys were monkeys. Once Satyabhama was thinking to herself and she was feeling very proud that I am the most beloved queen of Lord Krishna. Krishna took me on Garuda to the heavenly planets. He fought a whole war for me just for a parijat flower that I asked him. So she was thinking, I am the most beloved and Krishna loves me a lot. He respects me a lot. Krishna reads Satyabhama's mind and he makes Satyabhama sit next to her. And then Krishna changes his form and becomes Lord Ram. Suddenly Hanuman appears on the scene and Hanuman says, he's looking at Lord Ram and then he's again looking at Lord Ram and then he's telling Lord Ram, oh Lord Ram, who is this Dasi sitting next to you? Where is Mother Sita? And Satyabhama is so shocked and Lord Ram looks at Satyabhama and then Satyabhama understands that who she is and her pride diminishes. In Vrindavan, there is Gopeshwar Mahadev. A little ahead of Gopeshwar Mahadev, there is Katyayani Peeth and there is Tulsi Ram Darshan Mandir. So once Tulsi Das, he comes to Vrindavan and he goes to this beautiful temple and comes in front of Radha Shyam Sundar. While taking the darshan of Radha Shyam Sundar, he says in his heart, oh Lord, I want to see you as Lord Ram and Sita, otherwise I don't want to take your darshan. And suddenly the beautiful form of Krishna changes to Lord Ram. The flute changes to a bow and arrow and Radharani changes to Mother Sita. Then Tulsi Das with his whole heart happily bows down and gives respect and his love to Lord Ram. We see that when the original Sita comes back from the fire, Lord Ramchandra declares that now it is the time to go back to Ayodhya quickly. A big Pushpak Viman appears and all of them get into the Pushpak Viman. There are Lord Ram, Sita, Hanuman and few of the leader monkeys. All other monkeys are down and they are looking at the Pushpak Viman. Lord Ram understands their mind and he tells the Pushpak Viman, please become big. And all these monkeys do not want to walk their way to Kishkinda. Please fill up. Make as much place that all the monkeys can come into the Pushpak Viman. The Pushpak Viman becomes bigger and expands and all the monkeys get into the Pushpak Viman. When they are going on their way to Ayodhya, Lord Ram is telling Mother Sita, oh Devi, do you remember? We are passing Bharadwaj Muni's ashram. Oh, do you remember? This is Panchavati. This is the place where I killed 14,000 Rakshasas. This way, Lord Ram is so happy to have Mother Sita back. On their way, they stop at Kishkinda and they pick up Sugriva's family. There, Lord Ram instructs Hanuman, "Oh Hanumanji, 14 years are just about to get over any moment, and Bharat has taken a vow to sacrifice into the fire. So please, you must quickly go to Ayodhya and inform Bharat that I am arriving." So Hanumanji is always so happy to get service. He said, "So be it, Lord, I will immediately go." He takes a jump and swiftly reaches Ayodhya. When he reaches Ayodhya, he sees Lord Bharat. He is circumambulating the fire. On the seventh circumambulation, he has vowed to enter the fire. Hanumanji exactly reaches as he is circumambulating the third time. He introduces himself and he tells the whole Ramayana and how Lord Ram has instructed him to come to Ayodhya to give him the message. Bharat, Shatrughna, all the mothers and all the inhabitants of Ayodhya are so happy, and because of Hanumanji's prior intimation, all of them are preparing for Lord Ram's welcome. In a few time, in a few moments, Lord Ram appears with Mother Sita and all the monkeys, and there is a jubilation and there is welcoming. The next day, there is a coronation ceremony of Lord Ram. Everybody comes and there is so much happiness and blissfulness and auspiciousness in the atmosphere. Everybody is getting some or the other gifts, and Mother Sita is watching Hanuman. He is so happy. He is dancing and he is singing and he is jumping. Mother Sita removes a pearl necklace and gives it to Hanuman. He says, "This is very precious to me. This Lord Ram has given me, and I would like to gift you this necklace." Hanuman immediately wears that necklace in his neck. He is so happy and he is dancing. After some time, he removes the necklace. He takes every pearl of the necklace, chews it, and then he sees inside it and he throws it. So Lord Ram and Mother Sita understand Hanumanji's heart, but all other great saints who are present and all the inhabitants of Ayodhya, all of them are seeing that and murmuring to each other, "What is this monkey doing? Lord Ram has left the forest, but why has he got this forest to Ayodhya?" They all are feeling that Hanumanji has no love or respect for Lord Ram, and why is he breaking Mother Sita's pearl necklace? In this instance, Lord Ram smiles and tells Hanuman, "Oh my dear Hanuman, would you like to show and clear the doubts of all the Ayodhya Vasis?" And Hanumanji says, "Yes, my lord. They think that you do not have enough love and respect for us." And Hanumanji is very happy. He goes in front of all the Ayodhya Vasis and he opens his chest just for everyone to witness what is in his chest. There is a royal palace, and in the courtyard there is a throne, and dethroned are Lord Ram and Sita. Everyone's heart is filled and everyone can see the Ram Bhakti which Hanumanji presents to them. Hanumanji is in Ayodhya with Mother Sita. All the Ayodhya Vasis have been in separation from Lord Ram for 14 years, and they have no services to Lord Ram. So all of them are engaged in so many different services to Lord Ram, and all of them are so eager to serve. So Hanumanji is left with no service. One day he's telling Ramayana and reciting Ramayana to everybody, but he goes to Mother Sita and he says, "I have no personal service left to Lord Ram. Why don't we go back to the forest? I don't like this place. I have no service to Lord Ram." So then Mother Sita gives him the service to wake up Lord Ram every day, and Hanumanji is very happy. Another instance is, one day Hanumanji comes to Mother Sita and he says, "Oh Mother Sita, I am very hungry. Please give me something to eat." Mother Sita is putting sindoor on her hair and she tells Hanuman, "Please wait, I shall give you very soon." And Hanumanji is saying, "Oh mother, what are you doing? I will die. I am very hungry. Please give me some fruits." And Mother Sita says, "Oh Hanuman, please give me some time, please see I am putting this sindoor. Hanumanji tells, mother, what is this? What is this red substance? And Mother Sita says, this is sindoor. When I put this red substance on my hair, Lord Ram feels very happy. He gets a long life and he gets great opulence. Suddenly, Hanumanji disappears. Mother Sita is searching for him everywhere in the courtyard and says, oh Hanuman, where are you? She claps her hand 2 times and she calls the guards and says, please find Hanuman. He was here right now. In 10 minutes, they see a monkey-shaped red ball appear and moving in the palace courtyard. So Sita ji goes near that person, the soldiers go and they are asking, who are you, who are you? And Hanumanji says, oh mother, I am Hanumanji, you can't recognize me? So Sita says, what is all this red substance all over your body? So Hanumanji says, oh mother, you told me by putting sindoor of such small quantity on your hair, Ram gets great opulence, a long life and is very pleased. So I thought, why not take a bath in sindoor so that our beloved Ram is very happy and gets great opulence and a long life. This way we see that Hanumanji doesn't want to leave a single opportunity to please Lord Ram. So we will see this very beautiful story in Ramayana. One day when Sita and Ram are in the forest, Mother Sita is feeling very, very thirsty. She is tired by the long walks and she is looking for some water. Lord Ram searches everywhere nearby, but he is unable to find a water body. Then he prays to the god of the forest that, hey Vanraj, please can you guide me where I would get some water for Mother Sita. Suddenly in the scene a peacock appears and a peacock tells Ram that why don't you go in this direction and there far away there is a water body which will quench your thirst. The peacock says that I will be flying and you will be walking, so there is every chance that we may get lost. So I would shed one of my feathers on the path. Because of my feathers you would know when you will reach the water body. Lord Ram agrees and the peacock is flying. Every few minutes the peacock is shedding one of his feathers. The peacocks can generally shed their feathers and their feathers shed only in a particular season. If with their own desire, without the particular season, they try to shed their feathers, it can be a cause of their death. And this is what exactly happens. When the peacock sheds its last feather just very nearby the pond, the peacock is breathing his last breath. Lord Ram is so shocked to see the peacock, and the peacock reveals to Lord Ram, "Oh Lord, how could I ever miss this chance of serving you? You are the Lord, the Master of the universe, and you are quenching the thirst of all your devotees, and I got this wonderful opportunity to quench your thirst." Lord Ram says, "My dear peacock, I will reciprocate with you appropriately in my next incarnation as Lord Krishna." In the incarnation as Lord Krishna, we see that how Krishna reciprocates with the peacock. He takes this peacock feather and with lot of love and respects, he puts this peacock feather on his head and he always wears this peacock feather. This is the way and beautiful pastimes of how Lord Ram fulfills desires of many of his sincere and beloved devotees as Lord Krishna in Vrindavan. Hanumanji is eternally serving the Lord. Hanumanji has no other business and he is continuously just around the lotus feet of the Lord. So Hanumanji appears as Lota Baba, the friend of Krishna in Vrindavan Leela. One day when Krishna is leaving for Mathura, all the inhabitants of Vraj are very upset and they are feeling great separation to Krishna. So Lota Baba sees Krishna and says, "Hey Kana, please wait." And Krishna tells Akrura to stop. And then Krishna looks at Lota Baba and says, "Hey Lota, what are you doing here?" And Lota Baba says that, "Krishna, where are you going? Why are you leaving all of us? Where are you going?" And Krishna says, "Oh, my uncle has called me for a wrestling match. I am just going to Mathura. I will have a fun match with him and day after tomorrow I will return. Lota Baba says, "Oh Krishna, see what I have got for you. These hot kachoris my mother has specially made for you. Why don't you come? Let's enjoy these kachoris." And Krishna smiles at Lota Baba and says, "Oh Lota, why don't you do one thing? Please give me these kachoris and this will help me on my way to Mathura. I will eat them while I am on my travel." Lota is so sad, his plan fails, and then Lota takes all the kachori and he gives it to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna accepts it and he is moving towards Mathura. As Krishna just walks 2 steps towards Mathura, he asks Akrura to wait, and then he looks back and he sees Lota. Lota Baba is crying, his eyes are filled with tears and he is feeling so much separation from the Lord. So Krishna tells, "Hey Lota, you gave me all your kachoris, what will you eat?" And Lota says, "Oh Kana, without you, I cannot have even a drop of water or a morsel of food. What to speak about these kachoris?" Krishna understands Lota's heart and Krishna says, "Oh Lota, I pray for you to Lord Narayan that until I come back, you neither feel thirsty or neither feel hungry. This is my vow to you." Lota Baba, with so much faith and so much love and so much absorption, is still waiting to meet Krishna. We see that in Vrindavan forest in Govardhan, there is a beautiful parikrama. Govardhan is shaped as a peacock and at the tail of the peacock is this beautiful temple of Lota Baba. So in Vrindavan forest also we have this Lota Baba, and His Holiness Radhanath Swami, when he takes the guests for a parikrama, he tells us the stories at each Leela Sthalis. When we come to Lota Baba, he tells us beautiful stories of Lota Baba. So once we asked Maharaj that, "Maharaj, Lota Baba has such a nice healthy face and he looks so healthy, he doesn't look weak or he doesn't look tired not eating or drinking for so many years." So Maharaj told us that Lota is getting nourishment from Smaranam. Lota Baba is always continuously absorbed in Lord Krishna and thinking of Lord Krishna every moment. That is the place from where he is getting nourishment and he looks healthy. When Hanumanji and the monkeys were building the bridge, they suddenly ran out of the big stones. They had only small stones and they had to complete the bridge. So Hanumanji takes a leap and he is in search of a big mountain so that they can complete the bridge fast. He sees Giriraj and he is most happy picking up Giriraj and going back to where they are building the bridge. Giriraj is expressing his immense gratitude to Hanumanji and saying that, "I am so grateful to you. I will be the most fortunate to get the dust of the lotus feet of Lord Ram." They are on their way and Hanumanji hears the conch shell. When he hears the conch shell, it is an intimation that the bridge is already built and he is needed back for the service. So Hanumanji tells Giriraj that, "I will have to drop you here. I have to go back." And Giriraj is so sad and so upset that he will not get the darshan and the mercy of Lord Ram. So Hanumanji goes and conveys this to Lord Ram. Lord Ram sends a message to Giriraj and says that, "In my next incarnation at Lord Krishna, tell him that I will have pastimes with him for 7 days and 7 nights. I will have various pastimes in and around Govardhan. So please don't be sad. Please wait and have some patience." So Radhanath Swami Maharaj, on one of his morning walks in the month of December, Jan, in the Vrindavan forest, there were these huge spiders, big spiders, and they were making such big spider webs all along. So Maharaj, along with his few god brothers and god sisters, would regularly go on these morning walks. So we had to keep sticks and clear the spider webs to go into the small pathways of the forest and the jungle. At one of the junctions, Maharaj was in front and there were these 2 trees like quite a distance apart, there was this huge, very big, beautiful spider web. So Maharaj stood there, everybody stopped, and Maharaj was looking at that spider web, and he kept staring at that spider web, and then suddenly he smiled. So everyone was eager and enthusiastic to know what Maharaj was going to say. Maharaj looked at the spider web, looked at everyone and said, "In this day and age, even spiders build their websites." One of the days when Maharaj was taking his godbrothers and godsisters for a morning walk at the Govardhan Eco Village, he told everyone that tomorrow is going to be the most important day. I am going to take you to a place where the event of Govardhan Eco Village you will witness. So everyone was very excited. Maharaj said, "Please meet me at 7 o'clock and I will take you to that place." The next day everyone assembled at 7 o'clock and Maharaj took everyone towards the way of the Goshala. At Govardhan Eco Village we have a beautiful, very big Goshala where we have more than 104 cows and calves and oxen and bull. So we all go to this Goshala and there is a gazebo on the back side of the Goshala. Maharaj takes everyone on the top floor of the gazebo and Maharaj says, "Now we will sit here and chant." It was a beautiful scene with mountains on all four sides and the whole place filled with cows and calves, and there was so much dust with their hustle bustle, and it was such a beautiful sight. So for almost 45 minutes everyone was chanting and everyone was so happy to be around Maharaj. And then Maharaj doesn't carry a watch, but exactly at 10 minutes to 8 Maharaj got up and Maharaj started walking and looking all around the Goshala, and then he told everyone, "Now please everyone, please be ready, now you are going to witness the most beautiful event." And everyone is eager and gets up. At around 8 o'clock, there is so much hustle bustle in the cows and everyone gathers, and there is a huge gate at the Goshala. Everyone was almost forcing to open the gate and they are playing with each other and having so much fun. And at 8 o'clock the cowherd boys and some of the devotees at Govardhan Eco Village, they open the Goshala and more than 100 of these cows go running to the pathway to the mountains. So every day these cows, they go to graze for almost 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours evening on the mountains. So this is such a beautiful sight, a little glimpse of how Krishna would be going to graze with the 9 lakh cows which Nanda Maharaj had. So beautiful, the cows, the calves, the cowherd boys with sticks, everyone is running towards the Goshala. And then we followed the cows to a certain distance and then they go towards the mountain. On this most auspicious day of Ram Navami, while rendering our services to Lord Ram and Lord Krishna, let us pray to get the joyfulness, the enthusiasm and the surrender of Hanumanji and the absorption and faith of Lota Baba. So this beautiful Vrindavan forest, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj has made for the pleasure of all the devotees and the guests. Vrindavan forest is our earnest humble offering to be a place to remember Sri Vrindavan Dham. We have the 7 temples, Nandgaon, Barsana, a beautiful flowing Yamuna, Govardhan Hill and more than 80 Leela Sthalis and with different dioramas spread across 15 acres here at Govardhan Eco Village. We request all of you to please come and experience Vrindavan. We have made all facilities of accommodation, sumptuous prasad, and we celebrate here lot of festivals and events, Ekadashis, appearance disappearance days of acharyas and theme based events here. So we request all of you, please come and have your special time here in Vrindavan. Now we will see a beautiful video of Vrindavan forest.
Because this is what Prabhupada wanted us to do.
Hare Krishna.
Wanted us to recreate Vrindavan.
Hare Hare. Oh.
We can recreate the same spirit purely according to Prabhupada's vision. And people can experience the same atmosphere of Vrindavan without the distractions.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Now we will be presenting a small kirtan and bhajan on the occasion of Ram Navami. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
सीताराम सीताराम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
सीताराम सीताराम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे।
जय राधा वृंदावन बिहारी, राधा वृंदावन बिहारी राधे।
जय राधा बिहारी राधा बिहारी राधे।
जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे।
जय राधा मदन मोहन राधे।
जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम जय वृंदावन धाम
जय वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम वृंदावन धाम जय वृंदावन धाम
जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम
जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव
जय जय
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि नाम संकीर्तन की रामनवमी महामहोत्सव की शिल प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्णा।